One of the most sought after bookings for children on a Disney cruise has to be the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, where children 12 and under can experience a royal makeover like no other. We've done the Bibbidi Bobbidi twice, once on the Disney Wish and once on the Disney Dream, but is it worth the price? Today I'm sharing everything you need to know before booking the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique experience for your child, specifically if you're sailing on the Disney Fantasy in 2025 or when the Dream returns in 2026. We'll be covering packages, options, what to expect, tips, and ultimately whether it's worth it. If you're new around here, hi, my name's Rhiannon Morgan. Everyone calls me Rhi. Welcome to my Magical Adventures with Rhi channel, where you can find all things Disney cruise, Disney parks, plus adventures on days out and mini breaks here in the UK too. I share all of the magic plus all of the tips to make the most of your family trips, with bonus tips for neurodiverse families like mine. All of the ships currently sailing in the Disney fleet have a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique on board, with slight variations from ship to ship. The Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique on the Dream, that my girls did on our last cruise, is located tucked away in the corner of the atrium and deck 5. The Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique on the Wish is a lot more front and centre, at the top of one of the staircases in the Grand Hall. And the Bibbidi Bobbidi on the Wish definitely has a lot more window appeal. Different experiences are available based on the itinerary, with royal makeovers available for both boys and girls up to age 12 on most sailings, and pirate night experiences available on sailings that also have a pirate night. The Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is one of your bookable extras available to book when your booking window opens. When your booking window opens depends on your Castaway Club status. The Castaway Club is Disney Cruise Line's loyalty scheme, and the more you sail with Disney Cruise Line, the further up the Castaway Club you will go. You can find full details of the Castaway Club and how early in advance of your sailing it allows you to book on the Disney Cruise Line website or inside of my Magical Cruise Planner, which you can grab to help you plan everything on your magical cruise. Everything from picking a ship, choosing an itinerary, booking the actual cruise, knowing when to log in and do your bookable extras, which is what the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique would fall under, to outfit planning, packing and planning each day of your magical cruise to maximize the magic. There's even a kids version with all the boring adult booking bits taken out and loads of fun added instead. From activities to keep your kids busy while you're traveling and waiting in queues to see characters, to places they can draw their favorite characters, to collect their characters' autographs. It also doubles up as an autograph book.
She's gonna paint a picture up here.
Oh my goodness, it's wonderful.
And a place to capture all of their magical memories too. You can grab your copy by scanning the QR code on screen or using the details below. Don't forget, if you are inside of my Magical Adventures Club, which is the perfect place for families that love all things Disney, travel and adventure, there is a Planner Store discount inside of your club membership. If you're not yet a member of my club, I would love to have you over there in Magical Adventures, where there's an amazing community. You can get early release videos, bonus printables to help you plan your magical adventures, exclusive lives, and loads more too. Anyway, back to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. On the day your bookable activities window opens, you want to log in as close as you can to 5 a.m. UK time, which equates to midnight Florida time. So that is the very first minute you can log in and book. And you're going to have the best opportunity then to grab the bookings that you're after. And if Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is something your children are after, you're going to want to log in as quickly as possible before it sells out, as it often does. Now, my children didn't actually get to do the Bibbidi Bobbidi until our third cruise, and I don't feel like they were missing out. Honestly, if you can't book any optional extras on your first, second, or even third cruise, please do not feel disheartened. You're still going to have an amazing time. I've discussed this in previous videos and videos in this series too. This is a series, by the way, so if you are going to be sailing on a Disney cruise, I will link this entire playlist to make sure you haven't missed any. But if you can't book any optional extras, there's still so much to do on board. You're not going to starve just because you didn't get your adult-only dining reservation in Paolo. You're still going to have amazing food. Your children are not going to be bored just because they didn't get Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique appointment. They're going to have an amazing time. But if your kids are set on getting that appointment, getting up early, the very first option to book it, that's going to be your best opportunity. So you will need to book one appointment per child, although when my girls have had appointments, they've actually had consecutive appointments, but the Bibbidi Bobbidi have taken them in together for their appointments. You don't need to choose what they're going to have for their appointment or pay anything up ahead. The packages are chosen at the time of the appointment. Now, the details are not readily available online, but I can share with you all of the options and prices when we sailed. So when the girls first did the Bibbidi Bobbidi, it was on the Disney Wish. Now, while the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique on the Dream, which will be very similar on the 4 original ships, was gorgeous, the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique on the Wish was definitely an upscaled experience. So if you're picking ships based purely on your kids wanting to do the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, the Wish was our favourite of the 2 experiences, purely because of the setting. Now, during this first Bibbidi Bobbidi appointment, my girls chose the deluxe carriage package. For $99.95, the deluxe carriage package included hairstyling, shimmering makeup and face gem, a princess sash and themed bag, nail polish, and a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique t-shirt. Now, at the time, the girls had so many princess dresses that it seemed sensible to go for this package and to take their own dresses. So what they actually did was choose the t-shirts, which are exclusive to the cruise lines. So I could have bought them different Disney dresses on the Disney store website and had those delivered to the house in the UK, but I could only get the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique t-shirts in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. Try saying that fast lots and lots of times. It's quite a tongue twister. So they went for this option, took their own princess dresses, and the fairy godmothers in training, as they're called in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, were absolutely fine with us doing this. And then they went through to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique to have their makeovers with their fairy godmothers in training. Although the options are not listed as boys or girls options, and all guests at the Bibbidi Bobbidi are given the option to have all packages, the equivalent to the deluxe carriage package would be the Royal Night package. This includes hairstyling with gel and confetti, a sword and a shield, a themed bag, and a night costume. And this is something that if my boys were younger, they probably would have gone for over the deluxe carriage package. The next package up is the castle package for $199.95. In this package, the guests get hairstyling, shimmering makeup and a face gem, a princess necklace, ring, themed bag, nail polish, a Disney princess gown of their choice, and coordinating accessories. Now, this option the girls nearly went for on the Dream, but instead they ended up going for the Captain Mini. Again, because the princess dresses that they had in the Bibbidi Bobbidi, I could have got them on the Disney Store website, but the Captain Mini and also the Captain Mickey equivalent, which interesting is only $149.95, not $199.95. But the Captain Mickey and the Captain Mini outfits, as far as I'm aware, you can only get on the Disney Cruise Line. In the Captain Mini package, the girls had hairstyling, shimmering makeup and face gem, princess necklace, ring, sash, and a themed bag, nail polish, an autograph book and pen, although this is not what the girls had during their visit. They actually had that swapped out for a wand, and the wand was supposed to be the Belle wand because it was gold and red themed, and Bella, who loves Belle, was absolutely thrilled with this. Zara, however, loves Cinderella, so we said, could she swap for the Cinderella wand, which also means the girls have their own, you know, which is which, less arguing. And the fairy godmothers in training were more than happy for that. So instead of the autograph book, they did actually have the wand, and also included was the Captain Mini costume set and headband, which were Captain Mini ears. Gorgeous. The Captain Mickey option for the $149.95, so that's $50 less than Captain Mini, comes with a hairstyling with gel and confetti, a themed bag, an autograph book and pen, and the Captain Mickey costume and hat. So it's worth noting that as with the autograph book and the switch to the wands, there may be some changes from what you see in vlogs to what you get on the ship. And I think this is probably why Disney Cruise Line doesn't post these things on their website. Obviously, they're sailing all over the world. If they run out of one type of thing that they'd listed on a website, they'd have really upset guests. So they only actually notify guests once you're on board as to what's available, which makes sense because they know they have those things on board specifically. Yet, I know as a parent, you want to know what sort of thing you can expect. So here's what I can tell you. On the Wish, the bags that the girls had with their package were kind of backpacks. They were little pink bags with Minnie ears on them. They were ever so cute. They had Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique embroidered on them. The Captain Mini bags, which I'm assuming would be the same to go with Captain Mickey too, were in the Disney Cruise Line colours and were drawstring. Interestingly, the pink bags on the Dream that they showed us as options for the castle and the deluxe carriage packages were also pink, but were drawstring in the same shape as the Captain Mini bags, as opposed to the backpacks that they had available on the Wish. Now, we've never done a Pirate Night makeover, but we did bump into some lovely viewers who had been for Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique Pirate Night makeover. They said there were loads of fun options available. and the costumes and makeup were fantastic. Once your child is seated in with their fairy godmother in training, they are presented with a menu of hairstyle and makeup options. My girls both chose the Pixie Magic options on the Wish, although they did choose different colours for their streak of hair extensions. And both of them chose the Enchanted hairstyles on the Dream, where they had a big bun, complete with Disney Bibbidi Bobbidi bows and cute Mickey clips. Now, the fairy godmothers in training are amazing with the children. They say, if I'm hurting you, just say Bibbidi Bobbidi ouch, and we'll stop. But they didn't say Bibbidi Bobbidi ouch once, and they do a lot at home when I do their hair. So I do need some tips from the fairy godmothers in training. They also get their hair slicked back so beautifully into those amazing buns. I cannot do hair that neatly for the life of me, so how they do it, I can only assume is magic. They get their makeup done and their nails painted with glittery polish, and they get to keep the makeup palettes, which is obviously great for hygiene because each guest gets a fresh palette. Then, of course, they get pixie dusted at the end of their makeovers before they are presented for photographs. One big bonus I would say of the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique on the Wish over the Dream is they do have a specific area that is nicely lit with a nice backdrop for taking photographs. The whole place on the Wish actually is just better catered for taking photos, from the way they've presented the dresses to that little photo area with the backdrop. And the lighting's a little bit better in there, which probably doesn't bother most people, but since I do photo and video for a living, it's something I notice. So things to consider. Definitely book early if this is something your children are interested in. But if you don't manage to snag a booking, you can always speak to guest services when you get on board, get your name on a wait list and see if anything becomes available. It's always an option to take your own dresses or other outfits and choose the t-shirt package to save some money. This is especially handy if your children already have lots of outfits and you've got multiple children and just need to save some of those dollars. Be mindful of timings. Obviously, I don't personally feel it's super beneficial to have one of these makeover appointments just before bed because they're not going to be able to utilise their gowns and makeup and hair for long before they have to get changed. Personally, I like to book the children's Bibbidi Bobbidi appointments early in the days. Now, you're not going to know when the royal gatherings are exactly at the point where you're booking your Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique appointments because the royal gathering appointments don't get released until 30 days before you sail. And the royal gathering is something that's included in your cruise fare, but you do have to book, and that's where you get to meet a series of princesses in one go. But what you will find is the royal gatherings are generally going to be on sea days. So what I did on the Dream was to book the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique on the final sea day in the morning, and then I was so lucky to get the royal gathering appointment for just after the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. Me and the girls were all dressed up as Captain Minnie and had all their hair and makeup done beautifully. I mean, they always look beautiful anyway. And just to add, something that the fairy godmothers in training always say is, if you've got wishes, never wish to be more beautiful because you're already beautiful. This is something we talk about at home when I'm doing my makeup in front of my children, that makeup isn't to make you beautiful. It's just for fun. It's for sparkle. It's like jewelry. It's to add on a bit of fun. And this is very much the vibe in the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. It's not about creating beauty, it's about having fun and being very princessy and enhancing things. So I would not say it is a negative experience in any way from that point of view. But with that being said, the girls did love being fully Disneyed up, ready to meet all of the princesses, with their hair neater than I could ever possibly have done it for the photographs, glittered to the max and dressed as Captain Minnie for that royal gathering. It was so magical. As they had the bows on their heads from the hairstyle, they even let me borrow their mini ears, so I kind of matched them a little bit. So is the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique worth it? Well, if you ask either of my daughters which was the highlight of their cruise, and in fact, when we went on the Wish, I asked them both independently which was the highlight of the whole trip. Bearing in mind, we'd done 7 nights in Walt Disney World, followed by a cruise on the Disney Wish. So there were a whole load of highlights to pick from. Both of them, when asked independently, said the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. So I would say that yes, it was totally worth it. To see the smiles on their faces and to have that experience, it was amazing. Is it something you need to do on your first cruise? Absolutely not. There's so much to do on the ship, you're not going to get around it all anyway. Is it something you need to do every cruise? Probably not. But is it a worthwhile experience to take your children to as a magical treat? Absolutely. My girls have loved it. So while the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is a paid for extra on a Disney cruise for the kids, the other thing my children absolutely love on a Disney cruise are the kids clubs. And I've never been a huge fan of kids clubs generally in holiday places. I'm always like, no, I want to see my children, I want to have them with me, enjoy them. And I've never felt 100% comfortable leaving my children in kids clubs. However, on the Disney Cruise Line is a totally different experience. It is so safe. The security measures they put in place are amazing. And the kids clubs themselves are absolutely next level. My children have absolutely loved them. Now, if you want all of my top tips plus everything you need to know about the kids clubs on the Disney Cruise Line, click on the video on screen now, or hang out with me more inside my Magical Adventures Club for printables and early release videos and bonuses and all the things. And I shall see you over there. Bye.